Hey Capricorn, I was doing the star signs in order, but I was hearing Capricorn. So, for the Capricorns that wanted a reading, here you go. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant placements. Okay. Collective messages to come through for Capricorn. Messages come through for the collective Capricorn. Okay. Polar bear, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. This came out for another sign. I can't remember which sign. I'm going to pull another one. What messages need to come through for the collective Capricorn? And the panda, create a sacred space for yourself in your home and place of work. And then at the base of the deck is the peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Just try to hold these all up. Okay. So yeah, the polar bear is pretty straightforward. It's just about like speaking your truth. So it's a really positive time for you to do that. But when you do so, don't be attached to how things are going to turn out. I feel like for Capricorn placements, it's easy to do so, to be attached to the outcome, to also like when Capricorn is imbalanced or like not working in harmony, Capricorn can be like addictive, get addicted to things easily, or obsessive, because Capricorn I feel like is like the ultimate of the earth signs, you know, so very like strongly gripping onto things, and that's not always a negative thing, but just be mindful of that. So if you are like speaking your truth or wanting someone to do something, give them the space to, and give things like, even if it's a project or whatever it is, give it the space to breathe, because if there's no space, something can't grow. Like even just thinking about nature, if there's no space for a plant to grow, if you're putting it in a pot, it's not going to grow. So you can keep trying to do whatever you want to do, saying what you want, but it's not going to grow. So yeah, just relax a little bit, Capricorns. If you're like finding yourself obsessing over something, or even with your addictive tendencies, you know. With the panda, it's I guess there's encouragement here to look after your space and create, as it says, sacred space in your home and your work. So you might want to rearrange things to bring in fresh energies and also bring through more playfulness. Whenever I see this panda card, I think of those panda videos that will like circle around on the internet, and just pandas are so playful and they love their environment. And I feel like Capricorns love community, love work as well. So embrace that side of yourself, but embrace the playfulness in your energy, rather than, again, that like addictive or obsessive tendencies. And also in your home, if you're feeling like energies are stagnant, yeah, like I said, rearrange things or bring things in that can make your space feel more sacred. I'm hearing like tapu, like you might also need to bring some sort of protection into your home. I'm seeing someone bring in an item, so there might be an item that you're bringing into your home for protection. I'm also seeing be careful of what you buy and bring into your home, like op shops, those kinds of things. Like you might see something that you think is cool, like, oh, this is cool, I like the energy of it, but there's actually like I don't want to freak you all out, a spirit or like an energy attached to the item. So be mindful of what you're bringing into your home, even when you are like trying to bring more playfulness. Be careful of what you pick up from op shops or gifts that you get. If you really want something, bless it. But I'm seeing a particular person get something that's tapu, that's sacred, that's actually not meant to be in your space. So don't just take like even like a cultural item that's not from your culture, that like a mask or something like that. Yeah. with the peacock. Let yourself be seen, express yourself, especially with the like stand, what does it say? Stand up for yourself and speak your truth. You're allowed to express yourself. You're allowed to be seen in your, I was going to say like loudness. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a positive way. I also heard defend yourself. So if people, places, or environments are trying to suppress you, oppress you, or like make you dim your light, Source and the divine ancestors are saying to spread out, like how this peacock is spreading out. I also hear like you're allowed to show off your beauty, your confidence, the intricateness of your nature. You're being created by the creator, like we all are. And I feel like Source wants that to be seen. It's not actually meant to be hidden. You can bring it in sometimes, but you're allowed to, like, you know how peacocks like open up and shake up a little bit and walk around like, yeah, so you're allowed to do that. I'm also hearing like mating. I don't know if peacocks do that to like attract a mate, but I'm just seeing that. So if you are someone that's looking for connections, and this doesn't even need to be romantic, it can be platonic, anything, if you're like closing yourself off and dimming yourself, people aren't going to see who you actually are. So you're allowed to, yeah, spread out and do that. Also, there's the whale at the base of the deck talking about music. So music might be healing for you at the moment. Music that makes you feel confident, that makes you feel seen, like the lyrics or like the vibe of the music might make you feel like amp you up. Okay, we'll pull some tarot. What collective messages do you have for Capricorn at this time? We have Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. I'm just going to pull a couple more quickly. Ten of Swords. So you might be releasing some hurt from the past. There might be some hidden things that are coming up from the past that want to be looked at, that you need to move on from. So address those things, because it looks like you're kind of going on this journey of exploring, and I feel like Source wants you to do that. Go into this new energy of exploring. You could also be single. That's not for everyone. But I am seeing like these energies following you. So you need to clear this. Look at that. That's a lot of stuff. You need to clear this up because it's following you where you're going. So some of you need to be honest with yourselves about your past, what you're carrying. Some of you could be carrying like lies, deceit from the past, the ways that people have hurt you, or even your own like illusions or like deceit. Not to be rude, but like where you're kidding yourself a little bit. So really check yourself, fam, because this is following you. Like if there's things that you've been dishonest about in relationships in the past and stuff where you've hurt people, this is a warning for you all that it's going to follow you where you're going. So make sure you're clearing it up. If you need to apologize to anyone, do so. There's a Knave of Wands at the base of the deck. So your advice is to move slow. Don't rush into any situations, into any relationships, and that's what's actually going to bring you more fortune or opportunities in the end.